It is not like, unless I'm busy here. Hold on. There's something. Hi everyone, welcome to Crochet Crafts. Welcome to Crochet Crafts.
Mommy, look at this.
Nice, my angel.
She has purple hair.
It's purple. Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Hey, it's soft purple hair.
Hi everyone. Welcome. We are going to be starting very soon. And we are going to be crocheting this. This is lemon peel stitch. I did label them. This is a lemon peel stitch. So I'm going to be comparing the lemon peel stitch, which is this one, and the Suzette. Okay, so we're going to start very soon. And this thing keeps on moving. Why is it moving? Let me just tighten that. Okay, I think that will be fine. Okay, there's a black mark there. Okay. So, we are going to be starting very soon. Just making sure I have everything with me.
My dad is learning with it.
So, hello everyone. Welcome. If you are new here, my name is Lorraine, and this is day 9 of our absolute beginner crochet course. Okay, yeah, it is my baby. So if you're an absolute beginner, maybe you only know how to chain, or you just learn, single crochet or double crochet, you are in the right place. Okay, so please don't worry if you feel like slow or confused or lost, crochet is something we learn step by step, and today I'm going to explain everything very slowly and very clearly. So today's lesson is very special because we are doing a comparison. Okay, so we're going to do a comparison between this. Look how lovely this is. It looks very, very nice and it's bumpy. So, like I say, today's lesson is going to be a comparison, and it's going to be a very special, day because we're going to compare the two, and so we are comparing two stitches. This is the Suzette and this is lemon peel stitch, and these stitches I know confuses many beginners. Okay, like I say, this is the lemon peel stitch and I've already marked it there, and this is the Suzette, and by the end of this life you will never confuse these two stitches again. Okay, so please tell me in the chat where you're watching me from. Are you a total beginner? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me first show you what you need for today. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm going to put this aside, maybe here, and then I'm going to show you what you need today. You will need obviously when you're crocheting you need a pair of scissors so that you cut all your ends. You need a crochet hook, but I have my favorite crochet hook, but I can't seem to find it. Where is it? Is it in my pocket? Okay. So this is my favorite hook. This is a 4mm hook. It's my favorite. I use it a lot. Okay, so I don't know, maybe it's because most of my yarn recommend me to use a 4mm hook. So if you're confused which hook to pick, just make sure that you check on your label, right? Check on your label and you will see the recommended size hook on the label. Okay, now obviously I mentioned scissors. You will need obviously yarn. You will need a hook, like I just said. You need a hook, and please remember the yarn color does not matter. I'm going to be using this color, so you use whatever color you've got, but I will be using this color.
I like that color.
Thank you, my angel. And the hook size also does not matter. Just check on your label, and the label will tell you what hook size you should pick and use. Because if you have thicker yarn, obviously it calls for a thick hook, right? If it's thin yarn, then it calls for a thin hook. Okay, it's that simple. So and also the most important is that you really need to see your stitches clearly. It's most important. And so that, because if you don't see your stitches, then obviously you're going to miss your stitches, or you're going to skip your stitches, or maybe do 2 more stitches in 1 stitch, and then at the end of it all you have something different. So before we start, let me remind you of 2 stitches we've already learned. I think it was in what was it again, in day 9. No, it was in day 6. You can check. I'll put the link in the description of this live. You can check it out and look on the, because I have a playlist of all the days starting from day 1 to day 9, which is live here today. And so in between, I can't remember which day was it, but we learned a single crochet and a double crochet. So this live is going to focus on those 2 Hi Thomas, how are you doing? This live is going to focus on single crochets and double crochets. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do a quick remind since maybe you forgot. So to do a single crochet, you're going to chain any number of chains. I am good. How are you doing? So now I'm going to chain any number of chains here. I'm just doing this to remind you, just so that you know how to do your single crochets. Please close the door. So I just chained 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just a sample, right? So now after I'm done chaining this, just to show you what a single crochet looks like, a double crochet looks like, because we are going to be focusing on those two. Okay, so we are going to insert our hook into the second chain from the hook, like so, and then we insert, and then we yarn over, we pull through. Now we've got 2 loops on our hook, 1, 2, we yarn over, and then we pull through 2. Again, insert, yarn over, pull through. Now we've got 2 loops, insert, yarn over, and pull through 2. So those are that is a single crochet. Thomas says doing well and learning what you're teaching us. That's good to hear. And we're going to insert again, and we yarn over, and then we pull through. Now we've got 2 loops, yarn over, and then we pull through all the 2. That's how you do a single crochet. Now I'm going to show you how to do a double crochet. Obviously you start with a slip knot, right, and then you chain any number of chains, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just for demonstration so that you know what a double crochet, or if you've forgotten, then this will like make you remember. So for a double crochet, 1, 2, 3, let's chain 3 more, 1, 2, 3. So for a double crochet, we're going to insert our hook into 1, 2, 3, into the third chain from the hook. You have to yarn over first, and then insert, and then yarn over, and then we pull through. Now I've got 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and over, and pull through the remaining 2 chains. Again, yarn over, insert into the following chain, yarn over. Now 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through the remaining 2 loops, like that. That's how you do a double crochet. So always remember that a single crochet, it is shorter. It's a short stitch. This is what I mean when I say single crochet is a short stitch. So in here I'm going to do a single crochet into this chain. So insert, yarn over, then we pull through, then we've got 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2. Again, I'm going to do a single crochet, and into the last chain there we're going to do a single crochet. You see? Now if you look closely, you see that is come on, doesn't want to zoom. Doesn't want to focus. Okay, let me just go like that. If you see, this is a single crochet, and that's a double crochet. A double crochet is a bit taller than the single crochet. Okay, so so a single crochet, like I said, it's tight and it's short, and then a double crochet is taller and then it's looser, right? You see there's a bit of gap, but with the single crochet there's hardly any gap, but with the double crochet there are gaps, and it's a bit taller than the single crochet. Okay, now that that is done and out of the way, we are going to start the reason why I started this live. So if you're enjoying, guys, if you're learning something, please give this live a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, comment, like, and share. Let's chat in the chat. You know, where you're watching me from. Are you a beginner? Yes or no? And you know, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So today's stitches uses only those 2 stitches. No magic, no new stitches. Only single crochet and double crochet. You know, what I just showed you now. Those are the 2 stitches we'll be using today to make these lovely stitches. Okay, so let's start with the lemon peel stitch. Okay, can you close the door, please? Close the door, please. It's banging. So, guys, if you're enjoying, please give this live a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And let's chat in the chat where you're watching me from. If you're a beginner, what are you currently working on? What are your struggles? Close it nicely. And let's start. So we're going to start with the lemon peel stitch. Okay, so let me just bring it here. Okay, so we are going to start with any with an even number. Okay, we're going to start with an even number, so we're going to start with where do you live? South Africa. I'm in South Africa, and where are you? So what we're going to do now, we just made a slip knot, right? So I'm going to explain to you, like, why is it that we have to do an even number? I know there are people who will be like asking, why is it has to be an even number? Why can't it be just any number? Okay, so this is the reason why. For lemon peel stitch, which is this stitch here, right? This lemon peel stitch uses 2 stitches that repeats, like a single crochet and a double crochet, and that is 2 stitches in 1 repeat. So the pattern is single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, because the pattern repeats in 2 stitches. So you start like chaining, so your starting chains should be a multiple of 2. Okay, it can be 30, because that's a multiple of 2. So what I'm trying to say, multiple of 2, it's an even number. Okay, an even number means the pattern finishes quickly, but if it's an odd number, the pattern will break, you know. At the end, it will break. You end up maybe with 1 single crochet, or maybe with a double crochet instead of double crochet and a single crochet. That's why we nice to see you, teacher. Thank you. So that is why it has to be an even number, because like I said, an even number means the pattern finishes neatly, while an odd number would break the pattern at the end. Okay, that's why it has to be an even number. So because the lemon stitch works in pairs, we start with I keep on repeating this because, guys, if you do an odd number, the pattern is going to break. You're going to end up with a single crochet, or you're going to end up with a double crochet, which is what we don't want. We just need the pattern to work into the stitches, chains evenly. Okay, so I know I get also another question, people asking me like, how do we chain like why do we chain a certain number like 20, 30, 40? Must we it like they'll ask like, must we chain 30, or must we chain 40, or must we chain 20? So my answer to that question is that this has nothing to do with difficulty. But I subscribed, but can I have a shout out? Can I subscribed, but can I have a shout out, please? Sorry. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce your name. But anyway, shout out to you. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. So,
What's up?
so as I was saying, I always get questions like, why do we chain 20, or do we chain 40, or do you have to chain 50? And each chain equals to like one space to work into, and then more chains, which means, so in other words, I'm trying to say, if you say doctor for shout out, okay, shout out to doctor. Thank you for subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it.
I'm giving it a thumbs up.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm trying to say, you can chain 40, you can chain 50, you can chain any chains you want, but make sure that, but remember that if you chain 20, if you make 20 chains, which means you're doing a small swatch, which is like this, right? That's how, these are 20 chains. I started with 20 chains here. So you see how small it is?
Can I see?
No, you cannot, Alicia, hold on. And then if you chain 40 chains, which means that's like a scarf width. And then if you chain like 100 plus chains, that's maybe like a blanket width. Okay, so the number of chains decide how wide your project will be. Okay, so remember that. And I am saying this because I don't want to give a specific number to say like chain 32 or chain 30 or chain 20, because everyone's yarn is different. I don't know what kind of yarn you're going to use, and I don't know what hook size you're using, and people crochet differently, like tighter, some crochet loose. So instead, I'm just telling you the rule, not the number. Okay, so that at the end of it all, you can, not just copy one piece, you can as well like make your own, crochet and make your own stuff, blankets, anything you want to make. Okay, so now I'm talking too much. So let's start. So we're going to insert our hook, right? Okay, so we are going to start here with a slip knot. After we are done with the slip knot. I don't know why is it. So we start with the slip knot here, and then we are going to chain an even number. So I'm going to chain maybe 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hi Savannah, how are you doing? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That's an even number, right? Now what you're going to do, so the lemon peel stitch is made by alternating stitches. When I say alternating stitches, I mean we change stitches as we go. I mean double crochet and single crochet. So we are going to start by come on. So for lemon peel stitch, this one we're doing the lemon peel stitch. Okay, we do one single crochet, then one double crochet in, like, each stitch goes into a different stitch. There are no skipping in lemon peel stitch. There is no skipping. So let me show you very, very slowly. So what you're going to do, we chain an even number of chains, and then insert into the second chain from the hook. So this is the first chain. Come on. So this is the first chain, and that's the second chain. So we are going to insert it in there. All right, so insert, then we yarn over, then we pull through like so. Right, 1, 2, and yarn over, and then we pull through all 2 loops. That's a single crochet. Okay, now we made 1 single crochet here. Now in the next chain, which is this one here, we are going to make 1 double crochet. So we yarn over, and then we insert in that following chain, we yarn over, we pull through. Now we have 1, 2, 3, we yarn over, we pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through the remaining 2 stitches. So that's a double crochet. Now again, we are going to do a single crochet in the following chain. So we insert, we pull, yarn over, then we pull through, and then we've got 1, 2, we yarn over, and then we pull through the other 2 loops. Now into the next, we do a double crochet, yarn over, into the next chain, we insert, yarn over, then we pull through. Now we've got 3 loops, 1, 2, 3. Right, we yarn over, and then we pull through 2, yarn over, and then we pull through 2 again. So you see, we are just alternating the single crochet and the double crochet. So we're doing 1 single crochet into one stitch and a double crochet into the next, and we repeat 1 single crochet into one stitch, 1 double crochet into the next, 1 single crochet into the next chain, 1 double crochet into the next. That's what we are doing here, and we're going to do that all the way to the end. Okay, so I'm going to go a bit faster here.
Uncle Azad. Uncle Azad. Uncle Azad.
One double crochet into the next, single crochet into the next, one double crochet, one single crochet, one double crochet, one single crochet, all in different stitches. Don't put them in one stitch. One single crochet in one stitch and one double crochet into the next, one single crochet into the next chain. After that, one double crochet into the next chain, like that all the way to the end. And now I'm at the end here, so I'm going to insert. I'm ending with a single crochet, like that. So now this is how your work should look like. Okay, so now we are going to carry on. So when you turn your work, we do the opposite stitch. Okay, now what you're going to do, we're going to chain one, and then we are going to turn our work like so. So if you see a single crochet below this row, remember we did single crochets into the first row. So if you see a single crochet, you make a double crochet on top. If you see a double crochet below, you make a single crochet on top. I hope I'm making sense. So in other words, we ended with a single crochet here into the last stitch here. So when you turn your work, you still, this is a single crochet. So what I'm saying, if you see a single crochet, like in this case, there's a single crochet here, we're going to do a double crochet. Now into the next, there is a double crochet, we do a single crochet. In the next, there is a single crochet, we do a double crochet on top. I hope I'm clear. So now I'm going to show you very, very slowly so that you understand what I mean. Now, in this stitch here, there is a single crochet underneath from the previous row we did. So we are going to do a double crochet. So we yarn over and then we do a double crochet.
Mommy, you forgot I wanted to make a house.
Okay. And then next there is a double crochet, we do a single crochet. So remember guys, a single crochet, you don't yarn over, you just insert and then you do a single crochet. Now this is a single crochet here, you yarn over, you do a double crochet. Do a double crochet where there is a single crochet and a single crochet where there is a double crochet. Okay, like that. So now I'm going to talk about the mistakes beginners do when they are crocheting. Okay, what mistakes beginners do when they are crocheting this kind of stitch, the lemon peel stitch. So most beginners, I'm mentioning this so that if you're a beginner, you keep an eye out for that so that you don't make the same mistakes. So beginners, they accidentally like skip stitches, and or maybe they put two stitches into one stitch, and then at the end of it all they'll have a lot of stitches, because it's important you count your stitches if you're a beginner so that you don't make a mistake. So it's important you focus and look at the stitches and avoid to put 2 stitches into 1 stitch. And then the other thing is forgetting which stitch comes. That is why I kept on telling you that if you see a double crochet like this, put a single crochet. That's how the pattern works. If you see a single crochet, like in this case, just put a double crochet on top of a single crochet. Okay, so at the end of it, if your fabric looks like flat and even, which means you are doing right. So we're going to carry on doing single crochets, double crochets. If there's a single crochet, you put a double crochet. If there's a double crochet, you put a single crochet. Okay, now I'm ending with the double crochet. So this is how your work should look like. Right, so like I said, if your fabric looks flat and even, you are doing right. You're on the right track. So that's it. So this row 2, yeah, is just going to be a repeat row till you have the desired length. Okay, just have to keep on repeating till you have desired length. It's up to you how big you want it to be. So that's it. You repeat. You see we ended with a double crochet here. Come on, zoom. We ended with a double crochet here. You put a single crochet, and then next is a single crochet, you put a double crochet, a single crochet next, you put a double crochet. No, this is double crochet, so you put a single crochet, single crochet, double crochet, double crochet, single crochet, single crochet, double crochet, like that. So we are alternating, and at the end of it all, you have a fabric like this. Very nice. It's nice textured, and yeah. So next we are done with our lemon peel stitch. Remember, we are doing a comparison, right? So we are going to set that aside, and then we are going to do the Suzette. You will see why I decided to do this, to make it a comparison between the two, because like I said, beginners get confused. They're always confused, when they are comparing the two stitches, the lemon peel stitch and the Suzette peel stitch. Suzette peel stitch. The Suzette. Okay, so this is how it looks, but this is my favorite. I like this. I really like this. Which one is your favorite? Let's chat in the comment section. Is it lemon peel stitch or the Suzette? I think I'm going to make a cardigan using this stitch. It's very nice. A winter cardigan. Yeah, it will be very nice. Anyway, now we are going to carry on with this pattern with the Suzette. We're going to start the Suzette now. So guys, if you're enjoying, if you have anybody who likes crocheting, please forward this live to them. And if you're a beginner, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, comment, like, and let's chat. If you're a beginner, what project are you working on? What are your struggles? Ask any questions. Feel free to ask me any questions and I will answer them. Okay? Now, next we are going to put this aside and we are going to carry on with our Suzette. Like I said, we're comparing the two, our lemon peel stitch and Suzette. Okay. Now we are going to chain any number of chains. No, it doesn't have to be any number of chains. Oh my word. We are going to chain an odd number of chains because okay, so we are going to so for the Suzette, we are going to please give this live a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, comment, let's chat where you're watching me from, what project are you currently working on, if you crochet, and stuff like that. And if you know anybody who is into crochet, please share this live with them. So now we are going to start with the slip knot, and we are going to be working on the Suzette stitch. So what we are doing here is we are comparing the two, the lemon peel stitch and the Suzette peel stitch. Why am I keep on saying peel stitch? I mean the lemon peel stitch. We are comparing the lemon peel stitch and the Suzette stitch. So we're doing a comparison because they look like the same, but they are not. Okay, I'll show you how. So we made a slip knot here, and unlike lemon peel stitch, which is this one, unlike the lemon peel stitch, we made close the door, Alicia.
Yes.
So unlike the lemon peel stitch, we started with even number of chains, but for the Suzette, we are going to do an odd number of chains. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm going to do 23. That's an odd number. Now I did 23 stitches here. Okay, something went wrong there. So I'm going to undo. Okay, so I don't want my stitches to be twisted or anything. So I'm going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is 15. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Okay, so what we're going to do next, I know people ask like, why is this not, why an odd number? I explained why we should do an even number when making an crocheting lemon peel stitch, and for the Suzette we should make an odd number, and here is why. Because when you are doing the Suzette, we work with 2 stitches, just like this one, just like the lemon peel stitch. But the difference is that with the Suzette, 2 stitches, they are worked in 1 stitch. You get me? With the lemon peel stitch, we work single crochet and double crochet in each stitch, right? Single crochet in 1 stitch and a double crochet in 1 stitch. That's the lemon peel stitch. But with the Suzette stitch, what we do with the Suzette stitch is we work single crochet and double crochet in 1 stitch. Do you get the difference, guys? This is the lemon peel stitch, right? And with the lemon peel stitch, we work single crochet and double crochet in 2 different stitches. In other words, we do single crochet in 1 stitch and double crochet into the next. But with the Suzette, it's single crochet plus double crochet all in the same stitch. That is the difference. That's where the difference is. The difference is, and with the Suzette, we have to skip a stitch. After working a single crochet and a double crochet all in 1 stitch, we have to skip a stitch. And then we do the group again, which is single crochet and double crochet all in 1 stitch. So the group, skip the group, just like that. That's the difference between the two. So let me show you. So again, we do an odd number, and because we work 2 stitches in 1 stitch, like I said, and then we skip 1 stitch. So an odd number will help, like an odd number like will help the pattern end neatly. Okay, so because like we wouldn't want to end on a, let's say you make an even number. If you make an even number, you will end with you will definitely end on when you skip, and then you skip a stitch, then you are run out of stitch because you've made an odd number. So I'm going to change. I've already changed an odd number. The exact number does not matter. Like I said in the beginning, more chains means wider work. So this wider work, so which means this is a swatch. So if you're doing something else, so you need to make more stitches. This is just for the sake of, for this live and demonstration. But if you are doing something, make it bigger, so that be it a scarf or whatever, a blanket you're making, whatever, the more stitches you make, the wider your work. So now what we are going to do now is I'm going to skip the first 2 stitches, so which is this one, and into that we are going to insert our hook, right? And then we're going to yarn over. Now we've got 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through 2. So that's a single crochet done, right? Now I'm not going to move my hook. I'm going to yarn over again, back into the same chain where the single crochet is. We're going to do a double crochet. So back in there again, we insert, we yarn over, we pull through. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, and then we yarn over again, and then we pull through 2 like so, yarn over, and then we pull through the remaining 2. So we did 2 stitches in 1 chain, single crochet and double crochet in 1 chain. You get it, guys? So now into the next chain we are going to skip, and we go into this chain. So we skip this one, we go into that following chain. Okay, we skip this one, we go into that following chain, we insert, and then we pull through. Now we have 1, 2. Now we pull through 2. So that's a single crochet done. Now again we yarn over, we insert, we pull through, yarn over, and then 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So you see that's 2 chains in 1, 2 stitches in 1 chain. Again, the pattern skip one and repeat. So we insert the single crochet and a double crochet into that that same chain. Again, skip one into the next, we insert a single crochet and a double crochet. Okay, so that is how you do a Suzette stitch. It's very easy because the stitches are like beginner friendly. You only need to know your single crochets and you need to know your double crochets. So this is how your work should be looking like so far. So as you can see, we have got skip stitches and we have a single crochet and a double crochet all in one chain. So we're going to repeat that till the end. So we have one, we skip this. So we're going to skip this stitch here, and into the next we are going to do a single crochet, and again into that very first chain we do another double crochet. So the logic is skip one stitch, into the next stitch you do a single crochet first, and then you do a double crochet all into that same chain. Skip in there, come on, focus. In there you do a single crochet. Did I skip one? There, skip one there, and then skip one into the next chain. You do a single crochet and a double crochet. That's the difference between the lemon peel stitch and the Suzette. Camera is moving. Okay, so you keep on repeating that if you are doing that with me. And guys, if you are watching, okay. So guys, if you're watching this, let me know where you're watching me from. What are your struggles? And come on. So let me know where you're watching me from and what are your struggles. And guys, you just have to keep on doing the pattern. Let me just excuse me for a bit. Come on. Okay. Okay, so we are going to carry on. We are going to carry on with the pattern, doing your single crochets and your double crochets. Okay, so we skip into the next chain. We skip the next chain into the next. We are going to do a single crochet. So single crochet and a double crochet. Again, skip one into the next. We do a single crochet and we do a double crochet. So we skip that into the next, we insert, and then so basically we're just repeating the same thing I've been showing you. Okay, carry on. Now I'm left with 2. So you see, that is the reason why you should chain an odd number instead of even number. If you have chained an even number, you'd have left with only 1, which was not going to make sense because you need to skip and then you need to finish your row with this. So that is the reason why. So we are going to carry on, insert, and then we end with a single crochet and a double crochet. Okay, so this is how your work should be looking like so far. So guys, if you're enjoying this live, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you know anyone who is into crochet, please share this live with them. I will really appreciate that. And also don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Okay, now we're going to carry on.
1, 2. How long I'm gonna be on here? For 10 minutes. 1, 2, 3,
And then
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
okay, so now we are done with the first row. So what we're going to do now is we are going to chain 1 and we are going to skip we're going to do the second round. Okay, now we are going to, like I said, we are going to chain so we are going to chain 1 like so, right? And then we're going to turn our work. Now this chain 1 we did here, remember, does not count as a stitch. It just helps me to turn. Okay, it does not count as a stitch. Now I've already like after chaining 1, you turn your work like that, and then I'm going to be working like so the back is facing me. So this is the back and that's the front, right? So this is the back is facing me, right? The back is facing me and the front is away from me. So So in Suzette stitch, we always work into the single crochets of the group below. Remember with the lemon peel stitch, we're working like we will work if the row below has a single crochet, we put a double crochet on top. If the next stitch is a double crochet, we put single crochet on top. So with the Suzette stitch, we always work into the single crochets of the group below. So this is the group, one group, and this another group. So we're going to be working into the single crochets. So let's turn back and see the previous row. This one we did, we ended with a double crochet. So we turn our work and we are going to be working into the single crochets. So we're going to skip this first chain here, stitch, and then into the stitch that follows, which is a single crochet, we are going to make another group. So another group is a single crochet and a double crochet. Okay, now we skip the second following chain, stitch, and then into the chain after that, that's a single crochet. So we do another group, single crochet and a double crochet, all into that stitch. So again, we skip the double crochet, we work into the single crochet. Always remember that when you're turning, when doing a Suzette, you chain one and you don't count that chain as it doesn't count as a chain. The first chain you do when you're turning, it just helps you to turn. Okay, and then we will be working into the single crochets, not the double crochets. So which means we're going to be skipping the double crochets, and then into the single crochets we do the group. The group is single crochet and double crochet into the single crochet of the row below that. I hope I'm making sense. And so let me just bring it closer to you so that you see what I'm saying. So this row, so this is a, let's see. So this is a double crochet and that's a single crochet. Okay, now you can see this is a double crochet and that's a single crochet. Double crochet, single crochet. Now we are going to skip the double crochets we did, and then we'll be working in the single crochets only. Okay, and then we work a group. The group is single crochet, double crochet, all into that stitch. Okay, so we are going to do that, skip that, and into the single crochet we do a group. That's a single crochet. Alicia, keep it down, my angel. And then we skip the next, we do a single crochet. Now we skip the next, we do a single crochet and a double crochet. So we're just going to repeat the sequence and to the end of our row. Okay, so we're just going to repeat single crochets, double crochets. We skip the double crochet of the previous row. So we skip the double crochet of the previous row into the next single crochet. We do the group, which is the single crochet and the double crochet. Come on. Okay, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. So we skip this one into the next single crochet, then we do a group that is a single crochet and a double crochet. So that's the difference between the lemon peel stitch and the Suzette.
This is that. This is that.
Okay, so that's how it looks like. So that's how your work should be looking like so far. Okay, so this second row is just going to be a repeat row. Okay, it's just going to be a repeat row, and so we do, like when you're working with when you're doing the Suzette, make sure we work into the single crochet after turning. So after you're done with the first row, the second row you chain one and then you turn. When you turn, make sure not to forget to work into the single crochets only. Okay, so when you're working into the single crochets of that previous row, you skip the double crochets of this previous row. Okay, so so we're going to repeat all again. We're going to repeat again here by chaining two, and we repeat, and then find the next single crochet. So you see, row 2 we repeat till we have the desired length. So row 2 we find the next single crochet, which is this one. In other words, if you find it difficult to find a single crochet, just make sure you mark you remember which stitch you last did, which is a double crochet, and then you turn, and then you skip that double crochet, and then into that next stitch you do a single crochet and a double crochet all into that chain. I keep on saying chain, into that stitch. So next you skip. So that is another trick if you can't identify the single crochets and the double crochets. Okay, skip the next stitch and do a double crochet and a single crochet. Skip the next, do a single crochet and a double crochet. Skip the next stitch, do a next stitch, okay. Skip and do a single crochet. So that's the other trick you can do if you're not able to see which one is your single crochet, which one is your double crochet. I'm going to show you just now. When I get to the end, you will see what I mean. Come on. Okay, now this is the end of the row, and now let me show you a trick for absolute beginners if you cannot identify your stitches. Okay, so as you can see, we ended with a double crochet. So we are going to chain one. And remember, this chain one does not count as a stitch. It just helps us to turn. So after turning, remember, have this in mind that this is a double, we ended with a double crochet. So we turn, and then we're going to skip that stitch because we are not working into the double crochets. We are working on top of the single crochets only. So we turn, and then we skip that stitch because it's a double crochet, and then we work into the next stitch, single crochet and a double crochet, right? And then we skip the next into the next, it will be a single crochet. So you don't have to crack your head looking at which one is the double crochet, which one is the single crochet. Just look at the last stitch you did. See if it's a double crochet or a single crochet. It will definitely be a double crochet, and then you chain one, and then you turn, and then you skip that stitch, and then you work your single crochets. You work the single crochet and double crochet. So that's how your work should be looking like so far. So guys, if you're enjoying this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, let me know where you're watching me from.
Hello, Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
You're still busy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So guys, if you're enjoying this live, give it a thumbs up. If you learned something, subscribe to my channel. So guys, if you're enjoying this live, give it a thumbs up. What are you doing? Subscribe to my channel. So guys, if you're enjoying this live, give it a thumbs up. Okay, now you switched off my light.
Mommy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. You okay now?
Yeah.
What is this? Is it a beetle?
Yeah.
Are you? Come in.
Come in, please.
Come in.
Come in.
No, I was just closing the door.
Are you on live? Are you on my live?
I was.
Okay.
You're still on, right?
Yeah. So guys, let me know. Let me know. Let's chat in the chat, and let me know what our struggles or what we are struggling with, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. So that is the difference, guys, between the Suzette and the lemon peel stitch. Okay, the Suzette and the lemon peel stitch. So let me know which one is your favorite. Is it the Suzette, which is this one, or the lemon peel stitch? So they are both reversible, I think. Let me see. Yeah, they are. This one is and this one is. So let me know. But I think this is my favorite one because it has it just has, it's sort of like bumpy texture, right? It has a bumpy texture to it. It's very, very nice, and I think I'm going to make a cardigan out of this. And yeah, so most beginners makes mistakes. What most beginners, I mean, do, and I mean their mistakes when doing a Suzette is that they, you know, forget to skip, and also putting single crochets and double crochets together. Okay, so that's the most important. I don't know if you have noticed, but both stitches patterns, they use the same stitches. They both use single crochets and double crochets, but where the double crochet is placed, that's what makes a difference. Because with the lemon peel stitch, we do single crochets, double crochets, right? And with the Suzette is single crochet, double crochet in one stitch, and then you skip the other. And look how, look, it looks very, very different. Only that there's a tiny slight difference to how we make this, but they look totally different. Can you see that? They look totally different, and I get it why beginners always like struggle with it, because yeah. So always remember, if you're a beginner, put stitches into the double crochets, and I mean, don't I meant to say don't put stitches in the double crochets. Always put them in the single crochets. I'm talking about the Suzette. Always put them in the single crochets, and do not forget to skip, and do not forget to do single crochets and double crochets all in the same stitches. Okay, and obviously you need to chain the, you know, you need to have an odd number of chains, otherwise the stitches won't fit. You have one chain at the end. Okay, so if your stitches, if your stitches count wrong, don't panic, just slow down and check. And the Suzette should look like this. It's slightly thick, right? It's thick actually, textured and slightly bumpy. As you can see, it's slightly bumpy. And if it looks flat, like a lemon stitch pill like this, can you see the difference? If it looks flat like that, like the lemon peel stitch, then something went wrong. Okay, so Suzette stitch is a single crochet and double crochet in the same stitch. Then you skip one. That's the Suzette stitch. But the lemon peel stitch is okay. Let's talk about the Suzette. I said Suzette stitch is single crochets and double crochet in the same stitch, and then you skip one. Repeat it at least 3 times, you know, to see the pattern, you know, starts showing nicely like that. And or maybe you can just crochet to you have the desired length. And so guys, I'm going to save this live so that you can go back to it if you need more time, if you need to pause the video or rewind, you know. And as you all know, learning crochet is not a race. You take it easy, you practice, and then okay, and then
when
you
I
get
was
it
born,
right.
you gave me this.
And then you get it right. So with the lemon peel stitch here, the fabric feels slightly textured, and not too bumpy compared to this one, right? It's not too bumpy. And if it feels like it's flat, you know, like rows of single crochets, then that means you forgot your double crochets. Or maybe it looks messy, you know, you need to like slow down and check your stitches. Okay, so common beginner mistakes when it comes to lemon peel stitch is that most beginners crochet into the turning chain, so be sure not to do that. They forget which stitch comes next, and then skipping stitches. Remember, in the peel stitch you don't skip any stitches, only when you're doing Suzette. Don't confuse the two, guys. And not checking the stitch below. Always check your stitches below to make sure that you are placing your stitches where they are supposed to go. Okay. So that's it, guys. I've been here for 1 hour 30, almost 30 minutes.
I'm gonna show this car to you.
Okay, is it a nice car?
It's a red toy car.
Nice. So guys, if that's what I wanted to do with you today, so let me know in the chat which one is your favorite, which one I'm going to try out, or in the comment section. Please give this live a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll truly appreciate that. If you want to see more of these easy crochet tutorials, let me know and I will gladly do them. But my favorite, I think, is the Suzette. Look at that, how lovely that looks. It's perfect, I think. It's very nice. Go close the door. It keeps on banging.
It's closed. Oh.
Okay, so guys, if you have missed anything in this video, if you're just joining in, we were learning about comparing the two stitches, the lemon peel stitch and the Suzette stitch. And so we are comparing because when it comes to these two, they use only two stitches, which are double crochets and single crochets, but where they are placed is different, and because of that they look different. And so we are just comparing the two so that we clear the confusion. So that's it, guys. So if you missed anything, don't panic. I will save this live so that you can go back to it whenever you have the time to do so, and you can learn on your own pace, and you will get it right. Okay, so that's what we were focusing on today. And in my next video, in my next live, I'm going to be comparing another
Hello.
another stitch, which is an interesting stitch, and we did that in our
Bye-bye. See you soon.
and we did that in one of our beginner crochet course. I can't remember which day was it, but we did that. So it is a bubble, popcorn stitch. We'll be focusing on popcorn stitch and bubble stitch. Those look they look like this. They look like they look the same, but they are not the same. They are worked differently, but the some all look the same. So we'll be focusing on that, just doing some comparison. So guys, if you have any suggestion on what you would want me to do next, just let me know in the chat, or let me know in the comment section below, and I'll gladly do that. Okay. Okay, so guys, if you know somebody who's into crochet, please share this live with them. Subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, give this live a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate that. If you have any suggestion on what exactly you want me to be focusing on the next video, just let me know, and I will jump into it right away. Okay, so like I said, in my next live, guys, you mustn't miss it, because I'll be doing another comparison so that you understand the difference, just like we were explaining the Suzette and the lemon peel stitch, and we realized that it's only where you place the stitches that matters, because with the Suzette you do single crochet and double crochet all in the same stitch, and then you skip, and then you repeat the group. The group is going to be the single crochet and the double crochet together, and then you skip. So you're going to repeat that. You just be repeating that till you have the desired length. And with the lemon peel stitch is we do a single crochet in the first stitch and a double crochet into the next. There's no skipping when it comes to lemon peel stitch, but with the Suzette you will be skipping one and doing the single crochet and double crochet all in the same stitch. That's the difference, and that's how amazing it is. Only because where you put your stitches is where it really matters, and it makes a huge difference. So if you're a beginner and you miss your stitches and you skip your stitches, it will not look anything like it, because any mistake, then the whole pattern changes and it won't look like a Suzette or like a lemon peel stitch. It will obviously look like something else. So
Mom, I remember this one.
okay, so make sure that you focus and practice makes it perfect.
This one lights in the dark.
Yeah, it lies in the dark. So guys, in my next live I'll be showing you how to do, I'll be comparing the popcorn stitch and the Suzette, and the popcorn stitch and the bubble stitch. Then you see the different. They look like the same, but they are similar. So we're just going to be focusing on that. So don't miss it. Okay, don't miss it.
Get set, go.
So guys, we've come to the end of day 9, and in day 10 I'll be comparing the popcorn stitch and the bubble stitch. So I recommend you don't miss that. And please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, comment, like, and share, so that you and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my upcoming lives or video or shorts. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, see you in my next live. Bye.